Haiti officially declared its independence from France in 1804. In October 1806, the country was split into two, with Alexander Pétion ruling in the south and Henri Christophe ruling in the north. Despite the fact that both of Haiti's rulers were veterans of the Haitian Revolution, the French had never quite given up on reconquering their former colony. In 1814, King Louis XVIII, who had helped overthrow Napoleon earlier that year, sent 3 commissioners to Haiti to assess the willingness of the country's rulers to surrender. Christophe, having made himself a king in 1811, remained obstinate in the face of France's exposed plan to bring back slavery. Threatening war, the most prominent member of Christophe's cabinet, Baron de Vasty, insisted, "Our independence will be guaranteed by the tips of our bayonets." In contrast, Pétion, the ruler of the south, was willing to negotiate, hoping that the country might be able to pay France for recognition of its independence. In 1803, Napoleon had sold Louisiana to the United States for $15 million, $3.5 billion today. Using this number as his compass, Pétion proposed paying the same amount. Unwilling to compromise with those he viewed as runaway slaves, Louis XVIII rejected the offer. Pétion died suddenly in 1818, but Jean-Pierre Boyer, his successor, kept up the negotiations. Talks, however, continued to stall due to Christophe's stubborn opposition. Any indemnification of the ex-colonists, Christophe's government stated, was inadmissible. Once Christophe died in October 1820, Boyer was able to reunify the two sides of the country. However, even with the obstacle of Christophe gone, Boyer repeatedly failed to successfully negotiate France's recognition of independence. Determined to gain at least suzerainty over the island, which would have made Haiti a protectorate of France, Louis XVIII's successor, Charles X, rebuked the 2 commissioners Boyer sent to Paris in 1824 to try to negotiate an indemnity in exchange for recognition. On April 17, 1825, the French king suddenly changed his mind. He issued a decree stating France would recognize Haitian independence but only at the price of 150 million francs, or around 10 times the amount the U.S. had paid for the Louisiana Territory. The sum was meant to compensate the French colonists for their lost revenues from slavery. Baron de Macaw, whom Charles X sent to deliver the ordinance, arrived in Haiti in July, accompanied by a squadron of 14 brigs of war carrying more than 500 cannons. Rejection of the ordinance almost certainly meant war. This was not diplomacy. It was extortion. With the threat of violence looming, on July 11, 1825, Boyer signed the fatal document, which stated, "The present inhabitants of the French part of Saint-Domingue shall pay, in 5 equal installments, the sum of 150 million francs, $35 billion today, destined to indemnify the former colonists." Newspaper articles from the period reveal that the French king knew the Haitian government was hardly capable of making these payments, as the total was more than 10 times Haiti's annual budget. Forced to borrow 30 million francs from French banks to make the first 2 payments, it was hardly a surprise to anyone when Haiti defaulted soon thereafter. Still, the new French king sent another expedition in 1838 with 12 warships to force the Haitian president's hand. The 1838 revision, inaccurately labeled Traité d'Amitié, or Treaty of Friendship, reduced the outstanding amount owed to 60 million francs, $14 billion, but the Haitian government was once again ordered to take out crushing loans to pay the balance. Although the colonists claimed that the indemnity would only cover 1/12 the value of their lost properties, including the people they claimed as their slaves, the total amount of 90 million francs, $21 billion today, was actually 5 times France's annual budget. The Haitian people suffered the brunt of the consequences of France's theft. Boyer levied draconian taxes in order to pay back the loans. And while Christophe had been busy developing a national school system during his reign, under Boyer, and all subsequent presidents, such projects had to be put on hold. Moreover, researchers have found that the independence debt and the resulting drain on the Haitian treasury were directly responsible not only for the underfunding of education in 20th century Haiti, but also lack of health care and the country's inability to develop public infrastructure. Contemporary assessments, furthermore, reveal that with the interest from all the loans, which were not completely paid off until 1947, Haitians ended up paying more than twice the value of the colonists' claims. To deny that the consequences of slavery were also material is to deny French history itself. France belatedly abolished slavery in 1848 in its remaining colonies of Martinique, Guadeloupe, Réunion and French Guiana, which are still territories of France today. Afterwards, the French government demonstrated once again its understanding of slavery's relationship to economics when it took it upon itself to financially compensate the former owners of enslaved people. These discrepancies are the concrete consequence of stolen labor from generations of Africans and their descendants.